The Out There channel, Robert and Paul.
Please sub and share.
Searching for the truth. UFOs, aliens, greys and ufology. Real images, real stories, real videos, real cases, researched and investigated by professionals in the field and cutting-edge discoveries. Multiple witnesses, abduction accounts brought to you by Team The Out There channel. Good to be back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Action.
Yo. Anybody out there? It is dead. The world is dead. No one lives anymore. So, been meaning to do a New Zealand Skywatch or the new equipment because I got all of it together now. But I got fatigue, really bad fatigue, where I sit in a chair and I just fall asleep in it. I've been doing that for the last 8 months. Whether it's to do with the vax or the corona, who knows? But it could be hormones even, I guess, at my age. But we guess have to find out from the doctor eventually. More blood tests, no doubt. They're hopeless sometimes. Only hospital, I find the hospital do a thorough check and then make sure you're all okay. Doctors, just like drug dealers, that's all they are. Prescribe you new pills, check your weight, blood and that, and heart. If they even listen to that, they don't always do that either. What's happened to my chat? So yeah. So I'm just going to talk about a new experience I had and UFO stuff, conspiracy stuff, nonsense stuff, non-science stuff, pseudoscience, I guess. How's the audio sounding? Is it working? Oh, yep, I can hear myself, so it looks alright. Okay, probably won't start there. I need to post up that thing too before we carry on. Pin our website where you can find all our contact links, and if you want to join our Discord research, UFO research group, and general chat or relaxing, good to see you there if you want to come and join over. We have levels of membership, so you start off as possibly a lurker until you know you're safe. Then become a full member, and then you might become a member plus. So see how you go. Okay, just post that on the site. Looks like I just got notifications, so hopefully it's gone out to everybody. Just be aware Google does drop you off, and if you need to check your all notifications thing, just in case it's changed randomly on you. or someone in the house pranked you or whatever. Yeah, I never like to leave my laptop unlocked. You don't even know any house person that's with you could get access to stuff and have a bit of a fun with you. It doesn't look like anyone's joining us. Subs went up a bit crazy, but they already started dropping since I started a new live stream. Once I do a new live stream, the kill robot for Google comes along, starts knobbing off subs. That's what you do if you're on the ghosted list. Shadow ghost, shadow ban. Hopefully the other ones, alt media, keep on climbing and eventually overtake. I don't know why people just don't sub. It's just it doesn't make any sense to me. And if why they unsub? There's no need to unsub. You just sub and just leave it with no notifications, and then you don't get bothered, right? And you can help out that channel. It doesn't matter if you're interested in the subject or if you like one video. Any one video out of 800 that's up there, you can sub and then turn off the notifications to help the channel get up to 5,000. Then Google will start promoting. God forbid that. Got to do it by being part of the fraud network out there. There's so many criminals on YouTube, ain't funny. So many dishonest people. So many delusional people, and even delusional hosting people saying that third phase are good people, and they haven't hosted anything for 5 years. Bullshit. Delusional. Yeah, so this is it sounds a strange story, but it's ongoing. You know, having paranormal activity here. Although it's very subtle, it's very random, and seems to get more crazy with time. I've already got it open. I have to. Yeah, when it comes up blank like that, you know you got it open somewhere else. Yeah. I wanted that one anyway. Clicked the wrong one. So yeah, I'm very late tonight, so whether anyone shows up is another thing. And it's probably so damn early for UKers, but who knows? I don't care. So we got a long weekend coming up in New Zealand, so the rest of my parcels are going to get delayed until Tuesday or Wednesday probably. Typical, isn't it? I'm waiting for some better cushions so I can rest my neck a bit better when I'm sitting with this new table at the moment. Just can't seem to get comfy, not even with the new wedge pillow, so it's a bit of a disaster. I need a few more pillows. So, as you know, the kitchen one. Go back to the kitchen scene. When I first saw the first tall white. So go back here, quite a few episodes ago now. Constantly producing content. God, it goes back a long way. Don't know. There it is. God, must be a good 100 episodes has gone already. But you might record this one showing the kitchen. I'll just see if I can get the thumbnail up. I don't know if it's that particular chair. Or is this the second one or the first one? Hang on. Let me just see if it's the first one. Woo kind. Oh, that's the first one. So in the first one, I'm sitting in a chair in the corner over this direction. Probably another 5-6 meters away from the corner of the bench over here. And I woke up when the parents come into the room, into the kitchen, started talking, because I was nodding off in that chair where the sun shines through early in the morning, and this thing appeared behind them, and this lady in white and a pink, a lot more fluorescent pink than what's in that picture there, and she's almost up to the top of the door, very tall looking blonde, very clean cut. And I thought, that's strange, she must be in there waiting for the parents to give her honey, because Dad's a beekeeper and he sells it at the market, sort of thing. Car boot sales, as they call it in the UK, I guess. I'm not sure what they call it in America. Nothing to do with stolen goods, though. And so there, a couple of days ago, I'm sitting in that chair again, and it's about 8 in the morning, and let's just draw a picture. I'll just draw a picture of the door. Which one is it? So you got the door. Oh, why is it not showing up? Why is it not showing up? Got the right tool. Brush. That doesn't make any sense. Deselect. That's weird. Okay. So you got the bench here, and you got the door going that way. But need to draw it further back perspective. So I'm in the chair. I'll do it from a top view. I'm in the chair in the corner. Yeah. So I'm in the chair, nodding off in the sun. I had to draw a stick figure from top down. Very interesting. Body, legs. But anyway, this might be a stick figure from top down. And you got the sliding door to the outside here. Then you got the, actually, let's need to scale it down. But I need to change the angle. Let's put the door right there, and on this wall here is sliding doors. JD would know what I'm talking about because he's been to the house. So I'm looking at it like a floor plan here, and then you got your bench, and then you got sliding doors going to the sunroom, which goes outside, and normally there's a gap in the door for the dog to get out. That one there. And you have your stalls along there, like so. Crappy stalls I might add. Garbage, cheap rubbish. And of course you got cupboards and fridge back there, which you saw in the picture. So there's that door in the corner. There's the bench. And the cooking area over behind here further. Okay, I need to change. Different colour. Blue. So, I woke up because the dog was out here. The door was actually shut on him because it was a cold day with the sun shining sometimes. So he was out here woofing, apparently. There's Charlie. There's another bad, not very good drawing of a dog. Okay, let's try that again. Uh, 20 years. He's out there woofing to get noticed. Which normally, when you have animals, you normally don't see apparitions or ghosts or whatever. So in walked this beautiful, what I can say is a stunning blonde, in a two-piece skirt and normal top. Already the memory's fading what she was wearing, but it was kind of like I don't know what you call it. You know, like it's not a suit, but it was I don't know, really good quality clothing. That's about all I can say. Like a goat fleece, a goat's wool, you know. Yeah, I wish I knew something about fashion. Then I probably could explain it better. But anyway, I walked in, but I noticed that she was transparent. She was also wearing the colour dress and skirt she was wearing was also a mild pink colour, which doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Pink and grey, I think it was. Grey with some black highlights in it. So she comes wandering in this direction and stands there with no... I say it had a skirt on, but couldn't see all of the skirt. It was like it was missing. Like the rest of her body was missing. So probably wasn't right down to there. Could see the top of the skirt. And the top of the clothing, which was that pink grey type. I should have done this first thing when it was fresh in my mind though, because with days you start to forget things. How do I erase that? The eraser makes a right mess of it. How can you erase on this with the background being white? That would be handy, rather than being transparent. I'm not sure how you do it. It probably doesn't have an option. I don't know. Anyway, I'll just redo it. So you can see down to just below her waist. Now it's screwing up again because I've got the wrong tool. So I could see the top of the skirt, and that was about it. The rest of it was missing. Legs, and the thighs downwards. Maybe some of it showed up. It's probably the longest sighting I've had, really. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 seconds. 10 seconds silent. That's quite a long time, really. So she looked like she wasn't staring at me though. And she come in there and turned her head and looked out towards where the dog was. And I thought, that's strange. And then I heard someone coming down the hallway. And I thought, are they going to see it? And out pops my father. And he comes along. He wasn't as tall as the lady though. The lady seemed to be taller even though only half of her was visible. And he walks in there and starts looking into the double-sided doors here to go and open the curtains in the other room. Comes back out and walks straight through the apparition that's still staring out this way. So that happens, he goes in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He opens up the curtains, 6, 7, goes back out in 9, 10. So it's getting close to where she now starts to go off. So must be close to 8 seconds. Comes in, pulls one of the blinds open over the next room, starts coming back in, passes through. Damn, I wish it was on video. And obviously he doesn't see it, and I thought, wow. I said, look, you just passed through an apparition. And as he passed through her, she turned and looked back at the door, and all I can say is walked straight off, even though you couldn't see her legs. Maybe drifted off straight down to the hall again. And yeah, it's just so beautiful. Perfect blonde is what I call. I said, you just walked through an apparition, a blonde lady. He said, you would be so lucky. Yeah, which is probably true. Having a hot blonde in the house. They're hard to come by. Is anybody out there? We got one person. I know it's pretty shitty drawing, but as far as I know, it wasn't an optical illusion because he was moving all the time, and she wasn't exactly static. She was moving all the time, unlike the other ones that was sort of standing there. Although the second time I saw it was an apparition of a very, very tall blonde guy that was doing the OK with his finger, which didn't make any sense whatsoever. Oops, I just rang the cable. Is it still working? I hate cables. You end up always getting tangled on or tripping over them and stuff. But Bluetooth sucks. They need to get rid of Bluetooth and invent something better. I think they need Wi-Fi headphones, don't they? IP headphones. I'm not sure if they make them. That would be a good idea. Transmits over the internet straight to your software. I suppose it wouldn't be real time enough. Anyway, yeah, so I don't know what to make of that. I'm not sure if I can actually get a picture of the blonde. You never know. A blonde and a pink, grey top. I don't know. I don't know what you call it. Let's see what we get. Probably get porn sites. Okay. Something close to that one there, I guess. So I saw her about there. Because she was very tall, you see. So I don't remember seeing her hands, but I saw her cut off there. And She did have long hair this time. The other ones have been short hair. Yeah, I think the others were short hair now. I have to go back and check my storyline. It's amazing how you sort of forget things once you document it. There you go. Not exactly blonde though. It's not a pink, not the right type dress though. Yeah, she's more like this figure was the right size boobs. What I call right size, not too small, not too big. Yeah, that one's a bit saucy, isn't she? Here we are looking at girl pictures. That's bound to get the ratings going up here, isn't it? Yeah, you don't know what you're missing out, guys. Yeah, all I need to do is get one of these real apparitions to show what I'm doing a live stream. And get my smartphone up and running. Time I get that going, it'll be gone again. Still haven't found the type of pinky top though. What's that one? It looked like high quality material, whatever it was. There is something about blondes though. But these ones are all fake ones, I think, not real. My mate said if you're blonde, the Asian chicks go crazy for you. So if you're a blonde male out there, you'd have party time in China and Malaysia and Indo and Japan. Japan, probably especially. And especially if you're tall. If you're tall, you got a big tool. So they think, anyway. Yeah, that looks classy, doesn't it? Some girls just ooze class and some don't. Yeah. I could look at blondes all day. Blonde aliens, even. Yes. Yeah, I can't find that kind of quality material that I'm looking for. If only you could record what you see in your mind, that'd be fantastic. Let's see. Blondes and pink. Tall whites, they call them. But they should be called tall blondes, I think. Maybe because of white skin, maybe. I don't know. Racist. So what's that got to do with tall whites? Because they're tall. Blonde and pink grey. Alien. I got my new keyboard, so it makes a hell of a difference. You should notice. Okay, let's see. Never know your luck. You might see something. Alien. She's not blonde. She's not too much on the tall whites, is there? See, the one I've been seeing is very much like that one there. But this latest one, No, not that skinny. There's this one. There's no real match here. Too hard looking. In fact, I don't think I remember seeing any makeup on. They didn't need it, I tell you. They didn't need to hide anything. Oh, spooky. That one would scare the crap out of me. Certainly didn't have black eyes, had normal eyes, looked like a normal human. So that's why I wonder if it's an apparition opposed to alien visitation. But I don't know why all of a sudden I'm starting to see them. What it all means. But I think the clue this time was they wanted to prove to me that they can appear to me and no one else can see them. Because I've been talking about that, you know, Angelia claiming to see the aliens and no one else did. Now, what I saw just proves that. And she was transparent, you know, she wasn't full solid like the last two times too. It's almost like it's proven the multiverse thing. Maybe I'm in a my land here that we're living in was almost like the last spot of land to be brought up in the area for some reason. My dad said it because it's on a corner or whatever, but maybe people just get a bad vibe from this particular chunk of land. So I just wonder if it's one of these areas with ley energy, or what do they call it? Some sort of ley energy line where portals open up. Doesn't make any sense, so, but if I can remember what that girl looked like. No, that one's too hard in the face. Too hard. What's that one? Star Wars. Did they have tall whites in that, did they? Let's have a look. Robots, maybe? Oh no. It's an alien. The neck. Long neck going up to the head. I don't remember seeing that though. Sort of thing you have to keep re-watching, I guess. You never pick up everything when you watch the movie because you're always looking into the plot rather than the effects. No, too girlish. Too young. Too scary. Looks like Hillary Clinton. No. No. That one's too gay. Too gay looking. That's a guy anyway from that comedy, isn't it? What was it called now? Too long hair. The hair's too long. Makes you wonder if they are integrated already here. Because if they're looking like normal humans, some of them taller, some of them... This girl would have been maybe 6 foot, wasn't oversized. Could easily fit in. You could marry him and all that sort of stuff and not know. Too evil looking. Too scary looking with the black eyes. There's Snowden there. Yeah, so I was going to do the sky watching, but I was fatigued, as I said earlier. I just couldn't shake it. And, hey, we've got someone on the side. Hello, how are you? Just getting over some fatigue. I should have had plenty of sleep by now. Would have been doing a lot more if I wasn't so exhausted. So it's crazy. But lawn mowing started up outside, so that was gone for a couple of hours. Anyway, and I thought, oh well, what's the weather like for the next few days? So it sounds like it may have been too hot outside today anyway. I would have had to shield the smartphone for the compass and all that. But tomorrow it's going to be slightly overcast but cold. So maybe tomorrow might be a better one if it's not going to rain. We'll see what happens. Or Monday's the next sunny day, apparently. Always the same. I was hoping for the weekend, maybe, because more people are around. So that's that. There's not too much on Tall Whites. And a lot more classier than Billy Myers ones, for sure. Billy Myers was straight from the penthouse. These just look like normal, but super beautiful. The closest one I've seen to it was someone that worked at the bank. And she was Russian. Ooh, Russians. But, yes, some of them are so stunning, you know. But I'm pretty sure they starve themselves, don't they? She always looked hungry. Technically I was born in UK, but I sort of grew up in New Zealand. Don't you know the Kiwi accent? Mine's got a slightly English tone to it, but Kiwis might notice it. And Australians say school and number 6 different. Alright. They say skew. How do they say 6? Anyway. So yeah, I was just telling my latest apparition story. So I really should really go through it all again. And all the strange things that happened with me health-wise. Like the lump in my back that leaked for weeks. And the doctor thought nothing of it, and it's just normal and it'll go away. So I haven't checked there lately, but I was meaning to get Mum to have a look. She's a lump checker. Since I have no blonde to do that sort of thing for me. No, I'd say I'm Kiwi UKer rather than UKer Kiwi. Australians a big landmass above us. We're sort of more near the bottom of the world, or nearer Antarctica. So we get the hot winds from Australia, and that's what causes a lot of our cloud cover, is because of the hot landmass and the Antarctica on the other side. So you're new here, obviously. So yeah, I have a playlist with all these ones. The first one was Alien Grey Visit, right? I haven't got a picture of my bedroom, but you go down the hallway and turn left. It's like an L-shaped hallway. So it cuts out the noise travelling down from the kitchen down to the bedrooms. But the house is around the wrong way. The morning sun goes the other side of the house, and it makes the bedrooms too hot. Really, the bedrooms should have been this side of the house, and the lounge maybe facing north into the afternoon sun, and on the other side. But it's too late now. My mum chose how it should go, which was a disaster. They built the house new on this piece of land. So yeah, why it has so much strangeness happening, I don't know. It could be since I've got more into ufology. But I have got a playlist with all these stories as I tell them. And so far, the third one is the best one yet. It was like watching a movie, and you can see the tall blonde floating through. Well, you couldn't see the bottom of the legs, but it looked like floating through, turning, and head turning, looking outside the door where the dog was barking, like seeing what was going on, and didn't even pay attention to me. And then Dad walked in, opened curtains, and walked back in through her, and then started heading towards the settee, which is over here, or the couch. He just started walking over this way. It's not to scale though. Let's see, be a lot smaller than that, because I'm in the corner where the sliding door goes up. But anyway, yeah. And she was semi-transparent. That's the first time I've seen a semi-transparent one. Normally they've been solid. Apart from the other paranormal one where the thing appeared over the bed and then sort of dissolved and went away. Other cases where I can't see anything at all, but you get the cold spot moving around in a super hot room, and then you can feel the cold spot moving around, and the dog's sitting there staring at it, almost scared of what they're looking at, or trying to work out what they're seeing, because you can't see it. Paranormal was interesting. Back then they didn't have any smartphones to do EVPs. And I'm too scared to do that, actually, to tell the truth. Because it might invite more activity, you see. That's what I'm scared of. It's a bit like the spirit board. It may even open up a portal. So it says we've got 0 watcher to go. So enough on that one. Let's start looking at some other stuff. So Nocturnal News put out something here. I would like to hear anyone else's story if they've seen any tall whites or blondes. I've heard some really good stories over the years, though, from other members, where the guy was at work and other people were walking towards this pallet where the forklift picks up, and a box lifted up in the air in front of him and dropped onto the forklift thing. And they said, "Did you see that?" He said, "Yeah, I see that sort of stuff at home all the time. Looks like it's followed me here to work." He was quite a good character. He had some good stories. Okay, so let's move on to Nocturnal News.
Alright, Nocturnal News. Look, guys, I have a very cool video for you guys today. The ISS flying past the surface of the frickin' moon. Okay, the lunar surface.
So that's not abnormal. That happens occasionally. It's pretty rare that it passes in front of the moon, I think. You're lucky to capture it. But let's see, do some calculations. So space station. This before we carry on. How far away is space station? Any typos? So only 408 kilometers above us. That's about what's that, miles? 200 or something? It's not going to tell us. Stuff you. What's it say here? Moving at 7 kilometers per second. Maximum 28 kilometers per hour. I think the average is 17 though, isn't it? I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure I've seen it say 18, 17. Yes, so we have to convert that to what's that one tells us? Oh, here we go, 248. Wasn't too far off. So let's find out how far away is the moon. And it's 1,000 times further away. So space station passing in front of the moon is very possible, obviously, by the distance. Okay, so not sure what's so special about that. So you get the moon, and inside is the International Space Station. It's actually quite close to the outside of the Earth here. Let's see, how far away is normal satellite? So debunking with science. Hopefully. Didn't give us a number this time. Artificial satellite. Broadcasting TV signals are located about 22,000 miles. So still within, way above International Space Station at 400 miles, right? And that's still way within the 384,000 miles the moon is away. So it's a fair distance inside, right? So let's keep on listening to what he's got to say.
Now, we know the ISS is what, approximately, I think, about 240, 250 miles above the surface of the Earth, low Earth orbit.
Okay, so we just worked all those out, and that's not even correct. Let's just go back.
Earth, low Earth orbit. And we've seen plenty of videos out there where it's like think about 240, 250 miles above
Okay, so it's actually 248.
the surface of the Earth, low Earth orbit. And we've seen plenty of videos out there where it's like a bug going across the camera when the ISS goes from, in between the telescope and the moon, right? It appears that it's closer. And I'll play a video to kind of debunk that theory.
Because it is closer to the Earth. So that's why we can see it. As the sun reflects off it, or creates a shadow in front of the moon. Now, if it's close to the moon, I think that's what he's trying to suggest here, that it's actually not orbiting Earth, but orbiting the moon. Or it's another station orbiting the moon, which I don't know why they can't do that. maybe because of money and distance away, right? It's so much further away than Earth to build that. But you think with all the space junk up there, they could recycle and build a space station out of it all. Mount it down, that'd be handy, wouldn't it? Paul, Peter North here, old adult. Oh no. We don't know porn on here. I witnessed something white fly over my co-star's head on the adult film set. Weird. Thanks, Peter. Okay. Well, I'm not really into watching porn movies, so I'm not sure who Peter North is. Sorry. Something white over your head is more likely to going to be a Mylar balloon. Alright. Like I said, you got to use the apps on your phone just to see if there's any planes that, like a Learjet that flew over as well. Gliders, they're good for not making any noise. We have them fly over above us all the time and we don't even know they're there. So let's carry on.
Here's the deal. Let's get down to it. I believe NASA is lying to us, okay? We don't know.
He believes he's the expert and that NASA lies to us, but there's not been any evidence that they have been. They haven't been caught out, as far as I know. Let's just do a quick search on that. Has anyone been caught out lying? Anyone caught lying in NASA interviews? Because that's normally where they'd get caught out. Flat Earther thinks they're lying too. Do people really think that NASA is lying? Fake. Has NASA ever lied to public? Well, I don't think so. I've not seen any evidence. They cannot lie unless the government orders them to do that. NASA can't release classified material, but everything... Well, they normally would say no comment, right? Rather than saying, rather than admit a lie indirectly or directly. Say as I'm not allowed to talk about that sort of stuff, NDA or whatever. Not in any nefarious way. Not any way conspiracy theories believe. NASA performs launches. Ask questions the user thinking of some sort. So you should be able to watch them interview and actually see them retrieve information using neuro-linguistic programming, right? Where they move the eyes around. You can't help it apparently, unless you're trained to counteract it. NASA is an organization, yes. When I worked at NASA, I lied. Why did he lie though? Our lab used some expensive stuff. So when he broke it, he lied. Gold wire, 100 per gram, epoxies, that sort of stuff. Toward the end of our fiscal year, we were a little under budget. We weren't running low on epoxy, but I lied. I lied a lie of omission and ordered more with our expiring year budget. No, full well we wouldn't even start. But that wasn't in public though. That was lying to his superiors. Um, is that a white light though? It's not really big. Boy, I can think of times they probably wouldn't have liked to. Would have liked to, I mean. Mutiny, Skylab, Apollo 13. True. Russians were famous for broadcasting a successful mission after it had been completed. NASA did their missions live on TV. It's hard to lie when anything's happening is on live TV. Or it'd show up and you'd stutter a lot, wouldn't you? Not willingly or knowingly, I dare say that the science agencies ran by US are quite open. So yeah, I'm not sure. He's got to prove why he thinks they're lying, and so far his evidence, this guy, is weak, to say the least. Right? Know
what the ISS is doing up there. NASA, never a straight answer. NASA, NASA. We don't know what they're doing up there. Bill Nelson comes out and says, Larry, what the hell you think we're doing up there, Larry?
Larry, before we leave, I hadn't even talked about the search for extraterrestrial life. What do you think what do you think we're doing on Mars? What do you think we're looking for life?
You know, when he's talking about UFOs and aliens and all this, so you know, that's the head of NASA admitting, or at least admitting, or open to the idea that there is life outside of our planet. And that's a big deal. And I don't think people...
But isn't that what they've been doing? Looking for water and seeing if there's any microbes in it. Drilling holes everywhere. Of course they've been searching for life. Because that's the big picture. Why would one planet in this big trillions of stars be the only life? Doesn't make any sense. Even if microbes traveling on dust particles on the space shuttle or whatever, going into outer space and then drifting off and then coming back down and seeding other planets. Maybe that's been happening for a long time. Maybe there's other aliens that also go around seeding planets. Maybe planet Earth is their experiment. Where might be the experiment? Find somewhere remote where there's no life and actually seed one of the planets and study it from early DNA all the way up. You know, you can see how it progresses and document it all. You'd learn a lot more from that, wouldn't you? Millions of years, though. It means it'd have to be like a collective project.
Really give that enough attention, you know, to that statement, because that's a bold statement. That's like maybe the president coming out and saying, "Yeah, we're not alone." Okay. Also, you guys know I come from a long line of employees that worked at NASA. My uncle was in the Apollo program. You know, my aunt, I'm not going to say her name, but my aunt worked...
Maybe it's his uncle that lied about the gold. Under budget.
During the ISS program, late 60s, early 70s, late 90s into the ISS. And to this day, I have family members that currently work at NASA, and I've heard things, I've been told things, I have documents. You guys know this. I have a ton of documents when my uncle passed away that I might share with you guys one day. Anomalies on the moon, you know, different experiments they were doing on the moon that the public has not yet been made aware of, you know, things like this. Now, sounds crazy, but there's people out there that can vouch for me. I'm telling you guys the truth. My point is...
so if you've got smoking gun evidence, you wouldn't just keep it hidden. Alright, if you've got an anomaly on the moon, you bring it forward. And see if NASA's got it listed at all in the archive. See, a lot of these anomalies, as we discussed, because they use glass plates or some other experimental process in space that went wrong, they used to end up with artifacts on them, including lint, hairs, left, you know, drop off people when they're making their equipment, and it's so super clean, but still, just takes a wee stuff up by someone, and it's infected. You know, you got a piece of lint that's still floating around in the Sun Observatory module, right? The Soho. So we can occasionally see that get in the way, and people say, "Oh, there's a mothership." Same thing happens on the moon pictures, of course. Like there was one with a man standing there. It turned out to be a bit of lint or something on the scanner when they scanned in the slides. So it ended up on all these different slides. But the conspiracy theorists only found one. Well, the debunkers found many more with the same artifact. This tall alien on the Mars, right? I think that might be one of them, actually. Is that the one? Something like that, a little man standing. Could be the one. You can find it on Debunk, that one, as well, where he breaks it down.
NASA's never going to admit the truth. Now, what is the ISS doing up there? We don't know. I mean, what do we know? We know what they tell us on TV. We know what they tell us on the news. But this is crazy. So I'm going to quit babbling. This is an amazing video. I can't believe I've never seen this before. Now I'm going to zoom in, zoom out. We're going to edit. I'm going to give you guys the best vantage point, like always.
Okay, so we just found it was 248, so I'm not sure she's telling the right story there. And that one's saying 238. So I suppose it depends. Maybe it moves depending on the orbit. I know it's tilted. It's on a tilted angle. Do a search, main orbit tilt, which changes things. Orbit tilt, because it's not going straight across the sea. There we go. So the moon is 5 degrees orbit going around Earth. And that makes a difference to how you're seeing things passing in front. Probably never be a straight line, probably. What else we got? Motion of the moon and the night sky. Is it a real-time app, is it? You get a lot of apps on the phone now, more so than you do with the PC and web pages. Talk about solar eclipses, and what's that one? Lunar eclipses again. So I guess it's 248, and when it's here it's 238. 10 miles difference, is it? Probably say somewhere. It'll be all technical. Anyway, just carry on. So again, just note that it's thousands of miles, and the International Space Station is only 400 kilometers above. Which is almost similar to the moon, but times 1,000, really. So here's one they've got on long exposure, obviously, with time lapse. And so every 5 seconds, maybe that's how it comes out. Long exposure wouldn't be that long in that case. So it would be smudgy, blurry, right? It's a wee bit. Definitely looks like the space station. And you can see it's on the angle that I was talking about. Because the moon's tilted. And we know the International Space Station also, I don't think, is in the same orbit plane. ISS orbit. But they always show it as sine wave over Earth. I wonder if we can get it software that will show us how it goes around Earth. Let's see what we get. So we get this sine wave thing happening. Never in a straight line. NASA, never a straight line. Never a straight orbit. You can see here that's on a tilt. So if the moon's on a tilt, that's on a tilt. It goes straight across. Perfect horizon, I don't think it's going to happen. And why does it keep changing? Well, Earth is spinning as well at a different rate, so this passes around faster. And it's on an angle, so it's going to create that little crazy sine wave pattern like that. Yep. What's it say? So much to learn about space. It's a big topic. Fact 2. Each orbit taken 90 to 93 minutes. There's approximately 16 orbits per day. And that's why it moves along and covers quite a few countries. Fact 3, there's approximate repeat of orbit tracks over the same area on the ground every 3 days. So it repeats. And they've got the orbit paths coloured for each of the 3 days. So we've got green, yellow, and cyan. And why is that one red though? And it changes yellow to red there for some reason. Nighttime. What does it say? How closely the tracks the repeat. Fact 4. Part of the Earth visible to ISS astronauts in daytime changes due to the interaction between the orbit pattern of the station and the rotation of Earth, which is what I said. So that's what you end up with. So an angle plus it's moving creates a sine wave. I'll just post that little breakdown here, it's quite useful, isn't it? ISS tracking breakdown. So we've got to understand all the parts of the argument before we debunk it professionally. What's it saying here? Day of orbits. That's it. There's not much to it. Okay. That's what we do, switches. So, it's quite understandable that's going to go across that way. So what's mystery about that? It's not casting shadow on the moon, which we've already worked out. It's 22,038,000 miles away from the space station as well. Because remember, it wasn't exactly it's like 23890 or something like that. 900, I mean. So it's quite a fair distance away, same as from the Earth. So you're not going to see any shadow on the moon. And I think they're claiming it's orbiting the moon here. But I'm not sure how they're getting that. Okay, so here it is coming on a different angle again. It's still on angle. I guess it depends what side of the planet on, whether it's going up or coming down on angle. It's amazing what garbage is allowed on YouTube, like this here. Flying past the moon, yeah. He's lucky to catch it, because it's not really often you get it. The ISS is only around 250 miles away. Yeah. Why is the ISS flying past the moon at nearly 1/4 million miles away? Well, it's in the background. And that's the way the lenses work on the telescopes, isn't it? Things in the atmosphere appear to be in front of the moon. Things in orbit around the Earth will appear to be in front of the moon. Depends how good your cameras is and the lenses are. So yeah, trying to create a conspiracy saying that we're lying again. Okay, so what's abnormal about that? And why is it not casting a shadow if it's that close to the moon? It's not optical illusion. Again, it's on an angle. And that one's going up. You can see it's slightly higher up than the last transit. Because we know it gradually moves. But now we're seeing it from the ground rather than above.
And we are back. Okay, so the ISS has been orbiting Earth for about 23 years. Launched in 1998. The first long-term resident arrived on November 2nd, around 2000, somewhere in that ballpark. Point is, we don't know what NASA's doing up there. We have no idea. But before we get back to this ISS sighting, I played a video maybe about a week, 2 weeks ago.
Okay. Wasn't it that fake thing that was added? So I'm photoshopping it. Maybe something like that. Also, someone put it inside a crater. Maybe I did a search on that one. That MUFON was promoting, saying, wow, that does look like an alien base.
Of NASA, what I believe, trying to basically blow up a.
But if you look at this one here, it looks like the same image with craters. And someone's just mucked around with various filters and editors. And by using low res and then upping it again to high res and then mucking around with filters again, you're going to get something that looks like this. Let's go back to it.
Arrived on November 2nd, around 2000, somewhere in that ballpark. Point is, we don't know what NASA's doing.
Yeah, you see, it's the same image. Someone's mucked around with it and shot there. And created some artifacts out of it. They probably embossed it and then they recolored it again. And each time you add in more artifacts.
Up there, we have no idea. But
what does it say underneath? Image was captured by high-res camera on Clementine Space Station. Yeah, they mucked around with it. It's amazing how you can actually get shapes like that pop out. But we know there are going to be square bits occur because the dust on the moon is very glass-like, and glass-like breaks into sharp edges. Let's keep on going.
Before we get back to this ISS sighting, I played a video maybe about a week, 2 weeks ago of NASA, what I believe, trying to basically blow up a moon base. Okay, they were going to hurtle 2 satellites. I know it sounds crazy. Hurtle 2 satellites into the moon, and I think they were trying to hide a moon base. Okay, and we'll zoom in right here.
Look, it's been described before.
Said base. Okay, then I'm going through the NASA archives, and I found another anomaly that was.
Okay, so this is a target. And it might even be related to the other image that we saw. Not sure how they created the target on the moon though, for the crash zone. Maybe that's why it looks squarish. Let's see. Target photo of moon crash. So what they're going to do is bring down some debris in orbit. Well, they knew it's coming down, but I think they could maybe control some of it still and have it come down in the right location and to monitor shock waves, and they can use that like a magnetometer, or what they call it, where they can do ground penetration. Let's see what we can come up with. NASA changes moon targets. Spacecraft gets new crater targets. 2009. And you can see they got lots of strange lines and things on the moon. Anyway. Let's have a look at this one. LCROSS. Low cross, L cross. Out of control SpaceX rocket on collision with the moon. When is that? That's something new. Come out the start of this year, so when is it meant to impact then? Saying launching on February 2015. When is it meant to crash? Booster originally launched from Florida. Can't see when it's meant to crash. First unintentional case of space junk hitting the moon. So it must have already happened 15th of February this year. But looks what's it? Looks like it. Anyway, that wasn't the one we're after though. UFO interest. I know he's put up stuff. Let's see if we can find it. He never debunks this guy though for some reason. Search. Main targets. Which will narrow it down. UFO of interest. Not that it always works because they archive old stuff. Have I got the name right? I'll just try target. Oh, here we go. Is that the one? No. No. It normally has that picture. Hoaxes mixing real clips on NASA with clips on a set of Capricorn 1 movie. So another thing you got to watch out for. Those USAs flying around the moon. Hoax exposed here. I mean, we were by a ParaET mission. Section 51 CGI. Adding to NASA footage, which should be illegal. They should be arrested and jailed. Reflection. Moon behind a cloud. Oh yeah, I remember that one. There it is again. That's actually a moon behind a cloud. Just amazing what you can be fooled by. CGI. Hoax. What's that one? Google Moon. Security team left to recycle old cases already explained. Taking credit for discovering something new. What was that one? Let's have a quick look. Oh, the old grifters.
I discovered this, it amazed me, and you're about to see why as we zoom in here.
Scott C. Warren.
Where the astronauts were walking. And as we go,
Keep on going.
my opinion, and in others that have seen this, could very well be some sort of alien base, or a base that we put there, or some sort of ancient ruin. But here we are, and this is indeed at the top of a hill.
Okay, keep on going.
Place, and despite the object being at the very top of a hill that overlooks the Apollo 15 landing
So,
what's most important is that
security.
this
And here's the actual, is it? Nothing there.
object has light and shadow to it. Those are the two things that will allow you to know if something is a
UFO, what's it say?
three-dimensional object. It'll always
Apollo
have light,
image.
and it will always cast shadow.
So, Google Moon is an artifact in that case. Obviously, it's not there on NASA images, and when they mix images and overlay them together and stitch them, obviously the software has bugs, and that's what that proves. Anyway, still haven't found that one with the thing, but we'll find it. We will. I know it's in my past live shows somewhere. So many lies put out about the moon. Hoax. Now what was that one? Section 51 again, making fake UFOs. Security team again. Another block this time. Google Moon artifacts created. Zooming in the area marked by that red. I can't see any red. Anyway, carry on. Come on, give us the so-called picture under the elbow. Must be a way to find it easier. If only you know what the keywords we used. Look, I don't think Twitter shows us all. And see, that's going back to 2020. Where's all the years before? 2020 only gives us so many, doesn't it? Okay, let's try moon. Crash. Let's try that. Cool. one. What else can we try? What was the mission called again?
It's just a striking resemblance to this moon base right here. Moon, and I think they were trying to hide a moon base, okay? And we'll zoom in right here to get a look at said base, okay? Then I'm going through the NASA archives and I found...
Okay, let's do a search. Moon target crash elbow. Photo NASA. Let's see what comes up. Images. And set it. I can't see that one. I suppose he hasn't given us any links to the stuff he used. Nope. Typical fraud. Let's get rid of elbow. Keep crashing. Control room, maybe. Go on Google, show us that you could actually do something. Okay. Yeah, great. Okay, let's try main base. Yes, photo. I don't know. And the other way would be to do a reverse image search, of course. We could try that, I guess. It's messier. There's a lot of blueprints for moon bases, obviously. Okay. I definitely gonna get it that way. Main base, cover up. Cover up. Nope. Suppose maybe stick UFO on. Maybe. It's getting harder and harder to find stuff. Okay, let's try reverse image search. When's it gonna work?
Another anomaly, what I believe, trying to basically blow up they were trying to hide a moon.
Okay, I wonder if we can search on that. Has it got a number there? ISS Research Center. Okay, maybe we can get it with that. Main base. ISS Research Center. Haha, we got it. Finally. And there's the picture. And someone got a high quality version of it, obviously, from their website. Here we go. What was their role though? Scientists perform research. Site at AMIS at field research locations across the globe. Okay, so there's a general term by the looks of it. The Earth is flat. Oh no, it's not. Space is fake. No, it's not. Go watch some of my past live shows. Satellites ain't real. Easily debunked, because idiot. Even Tesla knew, and he didn't have any satellites up there. He even knew that the Earth was curved. And even people that fire guns know the Earth is curved. Tesla knew you couldn't see the signal straight around to the other side of the Earth, right? So it can't be flat. He had to bounce it off an ionosphere. That's what he was doing with the HARP thing. And sending up electromagnetic waves, creating a disturbance, so the radio signals would bounce off and go a zigzag around the planet, and then come right around again. So you could detect it. It all comes under science, right? And you can even prove it yourself. Put a camera on a high altitude weather balloon and send it up. Eventually it will come down and you can see what happens. And you can only do it with a certain angle on the lens. The curvature of the Earth. If you've got the wrong lens on it, you can't see the curve. You need like a wide angle lens, but not a fisheye, of course. You can find out what lens you need. So you need to check it with your phone that you use. What lens angle is it? Can see Earth's curve from balloon. And it's also, you have to get up pretty high too. I think it's over 40,000 feet before you start seeing it. How high must one be? Here we go. See the curvature of the Earth to be visible to the eye. Depends on your eye. Distant boat seems from 6 foot left and from 22 meters right. 6. Above the sea surface. This boat was about 30 km apart. And you can start to see, you see the curvature happening there. Would have been better if he, so there's some mathematics involved to work out the curvature, and you can plot it. Distance velocity of vertical axis as a function of the elevation above the sea level. So it's depending on your height, of course. And this is the sort of stuff Tesla knew. Using this triangulation. But it's normally a simple explanation. Don't go through all the mathematics. Let's see. Can you see the horizon? We're thinking about above in a balloon. But they're saying the curvature based on C. We want to see it looking down, which is a different angle. How high do you have to be to see the curvature? So people got videos up on that. Let's have a quick look at that one though.
Hello, it's Scott.
Sea level. Obviously this is from a weather balloon. You're not putting anything up there on the screen. Anyway, school kids do it every year. And you can find their footage online. 10-meter suborbital large balloon. How high altitude with a balloon? I've done this before. Curvature. $24 miles or more before they burst. That's not what we're after though. There you go, students film breathtaking curvature of the Earth. Have a look at that one. There you go. Definitely curved. So it looks amateur there. Amateur hour, it doesn't look like CGI there. And they got the video from the ground all the way up. It might even be the best video, of course. We're about to start from the ground, isn't it? There we go, from the ground. Have they got the right lens though? I've said they got a fisheye lens on that. That might be a bit misleading actually. Students. There is better footage than that. GoPro. I don't think they got a fisheye, have they? University of Lancaster students film curvature of Earth. Is that the same children? It looks like it. GoPro one.
Stand by for terminal count.
20. Overlook horizon.
Okay.
It's an 11. Nickname missed.
10. No, that's definitely curved there. But let's go in the opposite direction. Kind of weird. Okay, you can't see much curvature there, but you can now. Yeah, I don't know about the GoPro. I wouldn't trust that one either, because I know they use it for sports filming. So again, yeah, secondly, why don't the flat earthers make a high altitude balloon? Travel to near space in a 400-foot diameter balloon. Well, you can get aboard that one, I suppose, with a bunch of people, spend a few hours rising. Then you can take your own camera, which you know isn't mucked around with the lens. Then you know for sure yourself. What if they do it at 80? There you go. Don't you just hate this wide? All these people that keep wanting to sell you something. Do it yourself space race, guys. Ballooning. Although you can certainly measure curvature, for instance, you'll need to a clear, cloudless day for 100 miles. So what's this one saying? Sending the camera to space. What type of camera to use, which is what I'm saying. Another popular option, Canon power shot. Write up a script to record video on a loop. Write the script to take a picture on an interview. Connect a CHDK powered camera. Camera battery life. So at least they talk about what cameras to use here. And lens, of course. One thing you want to consider is what type of camera lens. Quite a good article. Less you want to use during your flight. Most action cameras like the GoPro and the light dial cameras will have an ultra wide angle lens, otherwise known as a fisheye. That's what I said on those ones. So it's just deceptive. There's a lot of controversy about the use of fisheye lenses, but you can actually unbend it once you know it's a fisheye lens though. You can run it through software and then you see the real scene. I've done it with my camera, but I had these spy glasses on when I filmed the dog. Simply a fisheye lens will indeed cause strong distortion. Yep. However, if you're trying to see the actual curvature of Earth, or prove the Earth is round or flat, or your theory then a fisheye lens isn't going to help you. For sure it's not. It will eventually distort the curvature of the Earth in the distance. There are software products that will remove, which as I said, both Adobe, Photoshop and GoPro Studio have built-in tools to remove and correct fisheye. Have they? In the firmware, is it? Oh no, software that comes with it. I had to buy some special software online. That was damn expensive too, $100 I think. But that was a while ago. If you have a look at the fisheye lens, then you'll either need to find an alternative replacement. Canon cameras with a Canon hack development kit. Don't forget to go through the Earth is very large. Your balloon will only reach about 20 miles. This is only 8% of the altitude of the International Space Station, and means that you're only going to see 5% of the Earth's diameter. Although you can certainly measure curvature from that altitude, you need a clear, cloudless day for hundreds of miles and high quality camera to measure it. See the curvature simulator, which shows you what you can expect to see. Okay, you can see here it's very subtle. Earth curvature simulation at maximum altitude of 34,000 meters or 112 feet. So you definitely can see the curvature because I've got a straight line. So that's what you should see in your pictures. Shame they didn't put any examples up. Good write up there though. We'll keep looking. I know we've changed our direction a bit because of this guy on the side. Garlic breads. Again, we've got to go through all these scientific things about lenses and cameras. How to film. But it's a bit of a shame they didn't put any examples. That's kind of weird that it didn't. So this one here is probably the wrong camera. Unless they had several cameras and they put it together in the same video. But again, you can't trust it. But you can see that curvature based on that diagram we looked at. You can see it's very subtle. Definitely subtle bend at maximum height there. But you can, like I said, Tesla knew about it even before we had balloons that even went that high. I don't think they had latex or rubber that could go that high, but all cameras to record it, of course. Yeah, we're trying to figure out this picture here about it. What was it called? Amos. So let's search on see if it's got the keyword there. No. Want the information on that picture. So we can right click on that. Search Google for image, that narrow it down to only that image now. Moon, NASA Science. And there's that same control room. L-Cross, was it? Try that search. See if that comes up. I'm pretty sure Twitter is hiding key information from us, because when I searched last time it came up. Interview. Okay, so now we've got the image. And we type in crash target zone. Okay, what do we got here? That's a good picture. Better than the last one we looked at, I think. I've got it magnified too much, I think. It's really hard to see the square. I think it's there, isn't it? Okay. Low cross. So it should come up on the search for UFO interest, shouldn't it? Low cross. Main base. Let's see if that comes up. Main base caught by like cross NASA. And you can see a lot of people posted up the same garbage. A video, accepting schematics for our moon base. Certified nutbar. Richard Hoagland says Lagos targeted secret human moon base. And kinda forgot. None of these got replies to, which is kind of strange. Or likes, see that? No likes, no reposts, kind of strange. I know he's put up there though. I wonder if he's got it on his YouTube channel. I'll just go back again. It's a bit strange we can't. Moon base. Did we try that one? I think we did though. Yeah, that one we got before. That one we got before. Got some extras. Yeah, definitely Google. Twitter got to be hiding stuff. They must archive and don't include it in the searches. Not sure what that's doing. Nothing by the looks of it. Main base, one word maybe. How about me? Target. I know I've talked about it before too. And it should be searchable. So it makes it kind of useless if it doesn't search all your tweets. Makes it impossible to find something then. I know I've talked about it. Not spelled it wrong, have I? Nope. MUFON. Yeah, found some of mine. Yeah, talked about nature doesn't create straight edges or cubes. Wrong. It does, especially if it's crystals, crystallized rock. This one of the fake images, photoshopped on main base. One of my past episodes. I want this NASA one. It's frustrating. Should be like a 5-minute recap. That's crazy. Nope. Twitter, you're useless. Let's see what we can do. Put moon based debunked. See if that narrows it down. Let's see what Reddit's got to say. Oh, Skinwalker Ranch. What's it got to do with the main picture? Weird. Hey, Blue Chicken. Took a while. Trying to find my information on that L-Cross picture. I know UFO Interest had put up something on it saying it was actually not hidden in plain sight, but it's actually maybe an overlay of the target area. I don't know if they spray painted it. They may have done. Yeah, I've sort of been zombie state all day. Really tired. I wanted to do New Zealand Skywatch tonight, but maybe tomorrow. It was a really good day today, but lawnmowers everywhere as well. Employee leaves top secret photos of base. Here we go. Ah, yes, got Sea Ward. And it's that little area here. Lies. That's where Tyler got it from, and that's where there's that square. And this way, this guy gets lots of money putting up conspiracies like that. All garbage, of course. Again, we've got radiation affecting sensors on cameras. It's garbage. Main base. So I don't know. Google makes it really hard to find the debunked ones only. Let's see. I suppose you have to put quotes around it. Salt. Press target sign, main base. Debunked. Maybe. Google's useless. So this is where censoring free speech goes wrong. Instead of indexing everything out there, they class as even sites like mine where I debunk stuff as conspiracy, so they don't include it onto their searches unless you're a really high traffic volume person and they want more views on it so they get more money from you and give you money in the process. I don't know, Google's messed up. Here we go, another one. Oh, that's UK Sightings Daily again. It's kind of stupid, really. Maybe I can find my episode on it, which actually has old information captured, so it's never deleted. Let's see, might be able to. L cross, we'll try that. Depends if I put the word in the description. Nope. Moon base. You would have thought it was very hard to find information. Okay, let's see. Yep, that one's a fake one, Photoshop. And could it also be on the episode? I don't know. No. Again, I do so much. Unless it's on a fund now, it's really hard to know if I include it in the episode. Main Madness could be on that one. Main bases could be on that one. You can see it done. Keeps repeating over and over again. I'll just mute it. Let's have a look. only cat videos. Look at the cat videos on my channel. One has lots of views. Yep. Yeah, you're correct. Absolutely correct there. The choo-choo train. I've just seen as a thumbnail of that particular photograph that we're trying to debunk. And not seeing anything. And that's in one of my episodes. That was where I was gonna have me up in the corner. We're talking about the ink splodges there, I think. Small craters. What's this one? Alien Tower. It's not going to be that one. That's a bit of a shame I can't find it on Scott's. Maybe... there's the man. And the man one I was talking about earlier. I think that's the one they showed, wasn't it? It's actually a piece of lint. Which is on the scanner. And because it appears on several photographs that are scanned in around about the same time. But anyway, yeah. Scott C. Warren. That was one of my first episodes on invisibility. Where you can make a hole in your hand. Moon anomalies. Same stuff. Let's see. NASA. Okay. What if it is on this one? Let's have a quick skim of that one. Normally I would have all this pre-prepared, of course. So, no mucking around searching. But it's good to always do a research, a recap research, because then you can see stuff getting vanished, you know. It's almost like Google doesn't want us to know the truth. They like us to believe in conspiracies. Maybe they're working with the government. Twitter. Shame you can't say image search in your own videos, then we could have matched it up. But I'm starting to see now. Make sure you put some good search keywords in your description so you'll always be able to find it again. Because stuff seems to drop off or get hidden. No images showing up. It doesn't look like it was in that one. It's really frustrating. I know I've talked about it, but I can't find it either. Yeah. When it all fails. what? And photo. Of course. Someone probably might have something written up. I think, but then again, they're probably hiding it. What does it say on that one? There it is. Right, Caesar and spacecraft impacts. Early results from the Caesar. So maybe that's probably what we need to search for. I'm going to shut it down now though, haven't I? UFO interest. See anything new up? I'm doing paste. See what comes up with this that. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's not going to be useful, is it? Okay, frustrating. Ah, here we go. Got it straight away. Hey, finally. So, why didn't it come up in the other searches? Does it talk about moon base in it? It's got moon. We tried moon and we didn't see this one come up, did we? I think it must limit how many it shows. 2018. In his latest video, Security 10, and also in the latest video of Nocturnal News, an artifact of Google Moon mistaken for a square building. Okay, we saw that one. He also published the old fake news about the previous building, often reported as a mark for the CENTUAR impact. So yeah, I can see the keyword for finding this one was this one. And Security, yeah, has definitely pointed it out. And Old Hoax by Scott C. Warren, which we did find in the search. Epic fail. Target photograph. So, what's the difference? Does kind of look like a square, doesn't it? And what's the difference in these ones? Pretty distorted square though. That's Amos. Right, that one's got the square. Square, so it's in the area there, isn't it? Is it just shadow play? Can't see the square there either. It doesn't. I'm not sure. Gang. It's just a mark. Can't see the mark though. Where's the mark, guys? Let's see it in that one. But we can't see it in the other photographs because they're all black. And that one's really black. But there does seem to be a line going to that area where that square is. Okay, this, where does that go to? And we just want to really make sure on this one. Was in fact a target for the impact place. It's not convincing though, is it? I must admit. It's got it again. Yeah, but you're not really proven as a mark though. Near infrared camera photograph. And that one's the only one that has the square. Whatever that means. Is it added on? Where they want it to impact? Just a mark. NASA, let's have a look. Oh, targeting coordinates, time and charts. Maybe this have a better explanation. It's certainly in depth, isn't it? Okay, what are they doing here? Pitch this upside down. Okay, they've rotated it. Certainly a lot of shadows in this one. There's the square there. It's another crater, isn't it? Mind you, most of them look kind of squarish. I suppose it kind of looks like it's deformed above it there, but yeah, still the square was over here, wasn't it? And we're not seeing any square there, but it does look a bit blurry. Does it give us any more? That's it. Nothing about that Amos one, which again is a bit frustrating. So it's not really helping us. I'll stick it on the side chat anyway. It's hard to believe I spent most of the time on this. But again, it needs to be done properly for people to believe it. How long are we going for? 2.5 hours. I am. Mind you, not many people are showing up. We even had a porn star show up saying he saw something fly above him. I'm not sure whether to take it seriously or what. Something white, yeah, right. Amos. So it shows up in this one. No. Research center, yep. How come it's not in the images now? So, I'd say it had to be drawn on the photo, but overexposed. Is that the one? Research and also NASA Amos, Major New Zealand Research Center at MUFON Federal Airfield in California, Silicon Valley. Okay, but that doesn't help us. CENTUAR, wasn't it? Torah. Does that narrow it down? Not getting any luck there, are we? Let's narrow it down. CENTUAR. Nope. He's saying it's an artifact of Google Moon. Mistaken. No, that's the first one. Previous building reported. I spelled it wrong. CENTUAR. And I read the wrong way. No, I don't want those figurines. It mentions L Cross here. Let's have a look if it's got any pictures. It's got one. The moon's surface. Pretty shitty photographs though. Still nothing popping up, is it? Where did you get that photograph from? That's what we want to know, so we can actually research it. No, not that one. That one. Where's that one? So it looks like it's been added over top if you look at that one. They're probably drawn over top of the photograph, saying that's where it's likely to impact. But yeah, where that photograph is, I don't know. Let's see, search Google for images. Like I said, you can spend hours researching this. Drive you crazy. More time spent on this than any other UFO channel anyway. Cover up. New evidence emerges. UFO interest finally shows up. Look at that. Express Code UK. And we weren't even searching for that this time. It's got dots. It's just got the image that we're searching on. And not seeing any there. Google's having a hard time. Also. So much for that. So yeah, must be painted over, surely. Or maybe they just got a better image of it. Because there it's black, and there maybe if you overlaid it, Scott Brando, and make more sense. Put it in the right place. Looks like it would be there. And this one would be there. They can't see it because it's all blacked. From the shadow of that peak there, I guess. It's got a peak on it. So it doesn't really, I know it doesn't really confirm it, does it? You really got to take Scott's word for it. I want to hear it from NASA. Or a news image of that location. Across Centaur. Target photograph. Okay, let's try that. Target photo. Okay, we've got, here we go. Okay, that looks like, just say target right underneath where that square is. So it must be added onto the photo, eh? I suppose that's what Scott Brando's trying to say, but not doing it in a good way. What's happened here? Too much zoom. Let's see if we can grab that one. Here we go. That's better, isn't it? That's a lot better. And it's just saying at the bottom of that funny shaped crater, which looks like it's an initial impact, then it got deformed. Copyright. What's it say there? No higher resolution. No, of course not. That would be far too helpful. And we actually got the full name of it here. Only 600 pixels. So it's not even HD. And you can see it's not drawn over. And it's definitely got a shadow there, like in the other photograph. So that other one must be drawn over. It has to be. There can't be any other explanation for it. So you'd think you'd better find the other one. Amos. Oh. Here we got it. Terrible having red writing. Only white shows up. Expand radar. Target crater. Lunar self impact. Okay, let's have a look at that image. Target crater for self-propelled impacts. Okay, and there's no square there, is there? There's no moon base on that image. And we can't see the funny shaped crater, but that's the one there, isn't it? And infrared, or whatever it is. That's all we got on that one. Definitely no moon base there. No square, anyway. And they colorized it for height, I guess. It could be missing data too, the black bits. But it's more likely to be where it's dark and cold. Deep and cold, I mean. Well, you can actually see the crater here, can't you? So, there's the crater that they're looking at. It looks like it's got a funny bit head going upwards, which adds to that crater. And so the square bit should be here, where all that orange is. Yeah, it's definitely nothing there. And what year was that taken? 2009, September 11. Yes. Okay, we're finding out more stuff. But I still haven't found that other photograph with the artificial square added on top. Yeah, so if the thing was going to crash on top of a moon base, yeah, I don't think so somehow. So I think it's debunked. We still couldn't find the image though, but that's cool. I think we got enough to go on. I didn't misspell anything, did I? No. Sports, no. There's another thermal image there. Of debris, is it? No, orbiter. Okay, we don't want that one. The free social. That's the same one that we just looked up there. So yeah, there's not too many. Slope map, yellow cross. Is that impact location there? I think it might be. Isn't that the same one? I have to scale that down. Let's see. Got it too magnified. How do we change it? Plus 300, 1300. Whoa. There we go. Make it a bit more useful. 300 maybe? 400. Oh, that's better. Okay. So that could be the same crater. You see it's a funny shape. And definitely there's no square building there. What have we got here? A lot of dark shadows again. Yuck. There's that photograph there with a pointer. And it's pointing to that black, well, mostly black area. Okay, so yeah, this one, upside down one. Don't think I saw anything. That one. Moon bases everywhere. Look at them. Nah, just the craters inside craters. Anyway, enough on that. I think we did a better job of proving it with the other thermal image. There's definitely no square moon base there. Alright, back to the video. So we got interrupted by a flat earther, and that was that stuff. I think it was. And now back to this. He's almost finished.
Moon base, okay, and we'll zoom in right here to get a look at said base, okay. Then I'm going through the NASA archives and I found another anomaly that was just a striking resemblance to this moon base right here, and I'll put that picture up on screen here in a second, but take a look at that, guys. Now soak that in, okay, right? Now look at this. This is what I found in the NASA archive. I mean, that's clearly man-made. That is not natural. It looks like a waffle, right?
So as we saw earlier in the video, that he had enhanced it, but we're not sure what picture it is.
Right, looks like, you know, some type of rectangular door. So I just wanted to include that. Now back to ISS. A friend of mine kind of analyzed the video earlier, and he said, well, this could possibly be a satellite. You know, maybe, maybe not. I don't know. When we zoom in, we can clearly see it's the ISS. Okay, point number one. Point number two, this was back in 2015, November 2015. Two amateur astronomers, separate amateur astronomers, recorded this the video that I'm playing today. You know, so I mean, it can't be a coincidence. I mean, why is the ISS possibly orbiting the moon, the lunar surface? At a bare minimum, it's flying incredibly.
Okay, you got to remember, the International Space Station back in 2015, well, that video had less solar panels up. So it's going to look more like a satellite than it is a space station. But still, his points don't make any sense whatsoever.
Close, okay? Again, we can tell when it just kind of zooms by the telescope. Okay, let's do a quick...
which is nowhere near the moon, as we've proven.
Side-by-side comparison. Now, on the left, you're going to see the ISS when it just goes past the moon as normal. Okay, again, on the right, I'll play it again. On the right, you'll see when it's, I believe, orbiting the lunar surface. Again, on the left, you see it looks like a bug flying in front of the camera. On the right, the video that we played for you guys today. So clearly, two different things. I know a lot of debunkers are going to claim that it's a lot further away from the moon than it appears to be, but there's a side-by-side comparison. There is no comparison. One of them looks like a little black bug. The other one is clearly, it's a lot further away from the moon.
Alright, so he's saying because of the size difference. Again, I think it relates to optics, which is very complex science.
Okay, again, on the right, I'll play it again. On the right, you'll see when it's, I believe, orbiting the lunar surface. Again, on the left, you see it looks like a...
Okay, this one's zoomed out more, so you'd have to zoom it in. This is definitely zoomed in more, because look at the craters, right? So if you zoom this in, I think that little bug going by here would be the same size, right? It's a shame we haven't got it on both at the same time. Probably could do that in the editor. Let's just prove a point. So, skeptic, here we come. Oh no, skeptic's gonna say no, no, no. Correct. We're saying we're comparing apples with oranges here. One zoomed in more than the other. So what to do with optics, right? Looks like I was hoping not to do this, but you can't get away with it.
Like a bug flying in front of the camera.
Okay, we've got one now with that. Let's see if we can scale it up, say. And see how close it comes with my skillful hand. Hey look, everybody can do it, right? Anyone can debunk these guys. Just open up. I haven't had dinner yet. I should have dinner after this though. Soup and rolls, I think. I'm trying to diet. But I have to starve myself to really lose weight. I don't know about you guys. So hopefully I can get Skywatch tomorrow. As long as I don't feel terrible like it was today. So, shame we haven't got the same crater view. But that looks like a crater, right? And that looks like any of these ones here. So, let's see. Let's pick one, which is pretty easy to do. Maybe that one. Copy. Then paste it into a layer. Okay, let's scale it up. Keep in proportion. Okay. See how much we scaled that up to fit that one. That's comparing apples with oranges. Close. Layer properties. Transparency. There you go. Let's see how close I am. Maybe slightly too big. That's close. Fortunately, I have to get rid of that. Could be. Plus, then it probably have to be rotated. Let's see. Not really. Let's see. It would have to be that mirrored. So there we go. That would be mirrored. So we scaled that up from a little dot. How many times would you say that was? 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably 10 times that direction. And 15 that direction. 10 by 15. So I'm not sure what that works out. There you go. So for one's a better image. Bingo. And then this one here looks more spud cammy and atmospherics, right? It's not clear like this one. And that's the quality of the cameras, of course. So, next image. So, let's see how we can do it. So we want to copy that. And there's a space station flying across there. And there's that crater there that we zoomed up. So we overlay it. You can see how much we scaled it up and rotated it. So that means that almost fills up the crater on that other one. Means that it's lying that they're both the same distance. So let's do this before I suffocate with my nose. If I breathe in too fast, I make that snorty sound. I know it sounds disgusting. So there's that spaceship there, and we get rid of that one because there's the spaceship. Yeah, I can go back all the things I did. Okay. Yep, that's the start of it. So there's the space station here, blue blob, a typical UFO photograph. And paste new layer. Here's that one, which he didn't bother doing. Is it in there? Oh, what happened there? It's empty. What happened there? What did we do wrong? Right. It's probably 2 layers. It's 2 layers. How did I manage that? I'm not sure how I got 2 layers. Okay, let's try that again. Dot. Copy. Paste. Okay, dots these. Probably 10 of those fit in, which would match the scaling up. So when you go to that same square, I should have kept it on the screen for reference. It was about that size, wasn't it? Now look, It's fitting. See that? It's roughly the same size, give or take a few pixels. You can see there's our one off this one that's scaled proportional. Identical. So for this one's more flashy and this one's in the dark. So I think it's busted, dude. I busted your balls on that one. Don't save. He must really hate me. Sorry, dude. But you're peddling bullshit. And considering that most of his family work for NASA, it's very sad. Or he's got relatives that work for NASA.
Camera on the right, the video that we played for you guys today. So clearly two different things. I know a lot of debunkers are going to claim that it's a lot further away from the moon than it appears to be. That there's a side-by-side comparison. There is no comparison. One of them looks like a little black bug. The other one is clearly incredibly close to the lunar surface.
No, it's not. It would have cast a shadow, and we didn't see any shadows.
Kind of analyzed the video earlier, and he said, well, this could possibly be a satellite. Maybe not. It can't be a coincidence.
It's just the early space station. That's how it looked before they started adding more and more onto it. So what do the guys say in the comments here, just to wrap it up? It's definitely strange. No, it's not. I totally debunked it. Crushed this video. You probably got more views than I will ever get for mine though. 224. 52. Stupid people. And they're growing giant raffles up there. Oh yeah, I didn't look at that picture, did I? To try and figure that one out. But I think it's been edited. And artifacts each time introduced. And someone could have edited it, of course, to make it enhance, drawing little lines on, then blurred it and stuff. It does happen. Like that one in the crater, remember? It looks like a chip. We're not alone. Maybe it's not the ISS, maybe it's a separate station. No, it's the early ISS before they added to it. 2015. Right. Okay. Who's out there? We've got two watching. So, what do you reckon? Anyone wanted to debate me on that analysis I've done? I think I've pretty much proven it's whole thing's nonsense. You can tell it's orbiting the moon. This is one of his favourite bum supporters. That's why it's in focus now, a blurry black blob. You can't see it. Where's the shadow, mate? Because we can see it from Earth, and it does cast a shadow on Earth as well, doesn't it? I think so. Maybe it's too far up. Maybe it's just got a little dot on the ground. But ISS custom shadow on ground. Let's see if there's any pictures of it. Suppose we don't get any pictures of the rolling around. Let's see. It's too small to cast a shadow on the surface if being effect in a altumbra of the ISS. What's that mean? Shadow? The sun highlights it, right, from the other side. Right, I think that's what it means. So you never get a shadow. It'd probably be a little dot though, if it was casting a shadow. Size of a scarecrow or something, probably moving across the ground. If it did happen, let's see what that means. Where's the talking plain language? umbrella. Region from which the obscuring body appears entirely within the disk of light. Yeah, so we're seeing it from the other perspective, the sun lighting it up. Is it umbrella? No, it's not what they say there though. Ant umbrella. Ant umbrella. Okay, what does it mean by each of them? Let's have a look. It's the first I've heard of that terminology. So much to learn. Okay, so we've got some pictures of what it means. I guess umbrella, pen umbrella, ant umbrella. So yeah, means where the sun lights it up, I think. Shadows. The region of which the occluding body appears entirely within the disk of the light. Cerebra in this region experiences an annular eclipse in which a bright ring is visible around the exposing body. So if it moves closer to the light source, apparent size of the body increases until it causes a full umbrella. Okay. Now what's that saying? Earth's umbrella is seen during a partial lunar. Alright, so the Earth is blocking out the light, and so it's casting a shadow on the moon in that case. So with the station going across, it's casting a shadow in space, but because the sun is on the edge of the horizon and lighting it up, it's now visible to us. Okay, I think that's what they're saying. Whew! Okay, we learnt something new. Probably forget it tomorrow though. Okay, so anyone actually challenge him? Nah, because he probably deletes it. Super creepy. Any in your mind? I have the answers you are looking for in this video. Do you have another platform where I can share the proof with you that that's not public? Please let me know. You'll never see anything they can say the same way. Everything we have been taught in school is a lie. No. He's obviously from UK, is he? That one. Not any... some things we've been taught turn out to be wrong, not a lie, because new information comes to light, like Pluto being a planet. Like they reclassified it, didn't they? Okay, what's no, I don't want to say that word. Okay, so that's it. I don't think there's anything else to cover. I think we've done enough. But let's have a quick look. Alright, so it's UFO Stalker working again. So we can start using stuff from that. Get out of here. No. Still no image shown. Useless site. Blah. How about this one? They had a video link. Yeah, no, still not. Copy video address. Still doing the same crap. Yep. Let's see. Where's it going to? Going to the video. H. But it's not going to the MUFON database though, is it? It's going to a cloud. So what they've done is they've copied it from UFO Stalker to a cloud thing that doesn't exist anymore. CloudFront. So if you put in the case number and the format to the other site, it might work. But why is cloud thing denied though? You know, you think they'll be able to fix it up. I might be able to work a crack out for that actually. Cut and paste job though. But we might be able to do something with it. And I'm guessing... What's this one going? To the same location? We couldn't find out, could we? Because it doesn't give us the option on that. With a simple right click for page source. Brrr. Looks like it's going here. UFO Stalker. No. It's not going to the CloudFront. Where is it then? Where is it in the code? Preload source. Maps. Okay. Something to do with Google tracking, that is. Not the video. So how's it working? Title. Add a link. Leaf. Title. UFO Stalker. Content. Logo full page. It's confusing, isn't it? So it's got to be do with this here. Some JavaScript embedded, that's it there. So that's the page. That's what's going on. Get tag, data layer. So it's pulling information from a database. And it's... There's the name of the photograph, is it? Probably Uruguay or something like that, is it? So that's probably the name of the photograph, and it's got its own path embedded in there with that special pop-up layer that we were seeing. And if we take that off and look at it there, is it different? No. So it's all to do with that. So yeah, looks like it's UA something name of the file. Again, you can probably substitute that directly into the MUFON database and access it directly. Did he bother answering me? probably not. Where is it? Map improvement requests. Well, that's not too hard, is it? Are people giving up? Me, it's probably the last one. Photos and videos from the map. Oh, here we go. Me. 2 problems. Gallery has been removed. Yeah, I already know that. For map location. So you didn't answer it. 2 problems. Gallery. It's just store and smaller. Yep. You can shift click to open sightings in a new tab. No, you can't. Tried all that, mate. He's fixed it up since then. The map always opens loading sightings. Okay, here's that new information, which is going to that cloud. Okay. No image. Images are only available back to 2019. No, they're not. You ain't listening. Typical admin. I gave him the links to try, didn't I? There you go. I gave him the links. No image. And I gave him the link up there. CloudFront. Hopeless. Whether it get fixed, I don't think so. Anyone added more complaints since? No. No more complaints. I give up. I don't know what to say to this guy. He's obviously not testing it. Anyway, 2019 he says. Okay. 2014, so maybe that's why it's not on the cloud server. Okay. Fair enough then. But it's reported 21. So maybe it should be visible then, because he said 2019 onwards. So he's wrong. Anyway, I'll just have a quick look around. Third phase. These other guys probably have to join the forum there and so you're not listening. Okay, so Bob Lazar lost tapes. They would have been best to stay lost as far as I'm concerned. Have you guys listened to those on third phase? Because it would be copyrighted to these clowns. Michael Schratz milking it. From what I listened to it, there's nothing new that he said. And they're saying, oh, he sounds like he's telling the truth. Yeah, but he's told the story so many times. He's not likely just to going to stutter over things. He's going to have a rough idea what he said in the past. Although every interview he's changed some facts that I have pointed out. Where a guy that studied all of them. Big job. It's good that he posted it. Is there any other sightings here though? You can see here Greer just doesn't stop talking, and you can see Blake's just standing there. I won't play it because it probably put a claim on me. I think we looked at most of those, didn't we? That one there. We skimmed that nonsense. Yeah, but Greg, it's just like a verbal diarrhea about the same thing over and over again. And you can see Blake is trying not to burst out laughing. He says, boring. He's probably trying to not fall asleep. Okay, this, see what else. UFO Man. Don't think there's not much happening with him either. Machines in the sky confirmed. No. Okay, we'll have a look at him. UFO being awarded top 5 UFO YouTube channel. Who by the Muppets goof on third face. Let's have a look. The topmost fraud channel. Is that it? Doesn't say anything. He could have gone in there and done a speech. Who awarded it? Tommy Highway TV. Received this honor because we have the best fans. What did all these zombies go and vote for him today? I'm privileged to be in a few shows. Yes, scumbag. Paranormal Underworld. Another fraud. I'm extremely humbled. Part of your journey. Supporting a fraud UFO person. How to be not credible. I always be my number one UFO man. Congratulations. Let me tell me, security was the top one, was it? Please, I can't suffer these fools. Okay, let's have a look at this. I got it muted. Oh no. Not TV, UFO sightings. Secret document revealed. And yes, something weird about this though. When you look at the sources at the bottom of this page, it doesn't say it's from government departments. A lot of their sources on these 1500 documents come from all sorts of sources, like UK rags, which is not reliable sources. And so the debunkers are making a right mockery of it. Scott Brando put something up. Done by another channel. I wonder if he still got it up. He probably will have. So this 15-page document is just a laugh, right? And I wanted to see if I could get Robert Farmer on to discuss it. Because I'm not sure what the government's meant to be up to if they release that garbage. Where is it? Has it been deleted? No, it's after that. And after that, where is it? After that, after that, after that, after that, after that, after that. After that, where the hell is it? It could be here. This is it. Let's just play this.
A 1,500-page Pentagon report. The report says humans have been injured from exposure to UFOs, from abductions and perceived time loss to sexual encounters and unexplained pregnancies.
Some of this stuff is really bizarre.
Okay, so these are the papers, right? We just saw that one on the video, and the third page. Unaccounted for pregnancy. Time sped up. And the source, okay. Appendix. This is the source. Sources: UFO related human psychology effects from John F. Schusler, MUFON's past director, covering time period summary of 356 selected cases of UFO induced on humans. So it's not actually from military. Again, it's from MUFON. UFO related, there we go, same thing. Written in 1996 by the director of ufology. Yeah. Just said that. And some of these are some of the cases. I just noticed this one: fatigue, ringing in the ears, eyesight sensitivity, backaches. I got all those. Nausea, fatigue. Yep, I've got all those symptoms. I wonder if I've been abducted. I know I've had them visit. Information included in this catalogue of medical injuries come from sources: newspapers, magazines, UFO organization journals. So, you know, UFO interest is laughing at this. And it's nothing to do with the government. It's all from outside sources. Damn, we wanted it for military research labs, you know. This is real, seriously. National Enquirer. This is another source. And there you go. So, talk about making a big mocko of it, so damn shame. And now we got UFO Man talking about it.
Spooky investigative film.
And it's the clip they just used, right? And he's talking utter shit then in that case.
Aerospace Weapon System Applications Program.
So yeah, it's talking crap. Usual crap. Secret documents revealed, all taken from UK rags. He obviously didn't study them. See, I was trying to find them the other day, right, and to study them, and I couldn't be bothered because none of the links were going to it. But now we know.
Biological effects of human beings who come into close proximity with the UFO, and there's a lot of negative health effects that have now been revealed by this.
Okay, so we know UFOs and aliens are real, blah blah blah, for various reasons, and there's multiple witnesses and accounts and all that. Burn marks on that South American one. What was that one called? Coriolis or something like that. So we know there is, and we do know that Bigelow got hold of a big, huge report on that one, and has kept it to himself. Hasn't shared it publicly, which is a damn shame. And apparently paid millions for copies of the government reports on that incident. So there are real cases out there where people did get injured, but this whole thing lately is just a mocko. And maybe the government's just put it out just for disinformation again. and making an idiot of this one here that didn't obviously read the sources.
This secret government UFO program, the biggest program of all time. This includes radiation burns. It includes cellular degradation.
But that wasn't from any of the government departments, unfortunately.
It includes, on a cellular level, people being harmed, as well.
Alright, so what was that to do with the title I read? Okay, maybe I clicked the wrong one on UFO Man then. Oops, what happened there? Too many clicks. I thought I clicked this one with the circle, because we're going to debunk that one. No, machines in the sky confirmed physical effects. So again, fake news really. And it doesn't say it's government confirmed. Object. Okay, we looked at these ones before. Nothing new, nothing new, nothing new. Yeah, I think I'm done for the night. Enough ranting. You can feel why it's sucking me dry, this stuff. It does get you down. Unless anyone wants to come on the side chat and chat about tonight's breakdown. Say hoo-ha on the side if you want. I did try to start in a time zone where, again, Jasper and the other guys could join on if they weren't working. But looks like they haven't joined us again. Like I said, I probably have to do this in the weekend for those guys. Who else we looked at for a while? I think that's it. I don't think secure teams put up anything. I was actually looking at the S4 stuff. Remember that S4 new location? It's finally showed up again on Google Earth. Looks like it removed the pins for third phase, and it's put up the S4 facility again. I wonder if we can actually check that actually ourselves. Let's just do that. It's been a while since I used this. Does it still work? It might crash the computer in the live stream. It's been pretty stable lately though. Okay, we've got everything turned on here, so it's going to be Eiffel. So we need to find S4 somewhere here. It shows you all the things we've looked at. I thought I had it bookmarked. Impact. Tadaka. 15 monoliths. Rectangle. Iceberg. Dame, silver. Tenor farm. Don't see S4. It could be this one. 9. Let's have a look. Probably should have given it a better name. I know. This is the one that, what was her name? I don't think I'd even presented this one. It's a case that one of the members said on Discord they wanted me to look at. They said if you zoom down here you can see parked flying saucers. And she's the first one to find it. And I looked at it and analysed it for her. Down here are the UFOs apparently. Somewhere. And I said, it looks like a mine site. Was it there? And it was actually has it been updated? Oh, here we go. Is that the ones? Looks like 3 flying saucers. So what do you reckon they are, guys? 3 flying saucers or something more mundane? Okay, from that angle there. And they're settling ponds. You got these things here that rotate. Sprays in dirty water and it settles down, and they scoop it out with normally a barge crane. Looks like this crane here. It scoops it out. Then they recycle the water back in the system. You've probably seen it on gold mining sites. And this got the dirty water being pumped up in the centre. And you can see here it's dirty on top of the water. So she said, oh, they're scary, there's UFOs there. I said, no, I think you just think it is UFOs and it's not what sitting in ponds. Looks like it's got a label there or something. You can see it's a mining site once you expand it out. Once you start looking around, you can see here you've got conveyor belts. Going to more settling ponds, I think. Yeah, look. And then storage ponds. It's very dark though. It's definitely a mining site. For what, I don't know. Could be gold, it could be iron. Still, still manufacturing. Why is it so dark though? Over here, it's not so dark. It's a pretty built up area though, isn't it? Lots of buildings. That looks more like a junkyard and living area. Caravans. Typical mining sites. So what's the coordinates on that one? I don't know. You can go and have a look at it if you want to. There it is on the screen. 36, 41, 32, 37 north, 116, 30, 42, 79 west. You think it'd have a clickable link, wouldn't you? So you can cut and paste it. But she said up in the mountain here, looks like it goes down deep, like the going right into the mountain. I said, well, it's possible. If they're following a quartz scene for gold. And she said it looks like a demon. She said, oh, you can see it better on the Android version. Or the phone version. Than you can on the PC here. But anyway, S4 we're looking into here. And where's the S4 one disappeared to? Alright, more scrolling. Kelly Hopkins. Impact. Mass spike. I don't know. Temporary places. Mine. With impact craters. Maybe it's in the wrong place. No. Who's the Amos again? And that'll be on the moon. What's happened to it? Slide mountain. Okay, S4. S4 health file. There we go. But also it's coming up in the search. Where's that though? Nevada, USA. Okay, let's go there. Now what's happened? We can understand this location. Will it come in the search? That's weird, isn't it? So I was saying, okay, so this is the S-4 and there's the S4. Why is it a difference? And where's S1, S2 and S3? So could it mean site, shaft, section, station? Makes more sense to be station 4, especially if they're radar stations, right? Mining, shaft. What else could it mean? Government terminology. SSS. Can't think of any. So why can't I find S4? And it's come up here. It's come up here again. It worked that time. And you just saw it just for yourselves. And look at this. Someone's renamed it. And I've called it 2 slabs. Alright, obviously. That's why I couldn't find it. 2 slabs. Rename. So it was there. S4. But it's S-4. Not S4. And before we were able to click around and it would bring up third phase of the moon. Government Office, Nevada. S4 Hellfire. So we need to find out what Hellfire is. 2 reviews, it says. What's that do? Just goes there. Hellfire. I thought it said something else there. So this is a very high mountain ridge here, and that's the top of it. And he was claiming there were the doors going to the mountain this side, and I say rubbish. That's too close to the edge and all that sort of stuff to be hangars. This one would make more sense because it's going upwards. But it's not clear to the mountain edge there. So I need to find what Hellfire is. Yeah, I was still doing that research in background, by the way. And no one was helping me with it. I actually did find some other locations for S4 too. And what happened? I rebooted the computer and I lost my bookmarks. And I couldn't be bothered going through all of it again. But that's how normally I find some better stuff that counteracts the bullshit being promoted by other UFO channels. High-power missile. So could that mean it's a bombing range? Atomic? How many Hellfire missiles? What is Hellfire in military? Okay, let's find out what that does. Here we go. Hellfire is air-to-ground, laser-guided, subsonic missile. So could it be some sort of radar facility? Station 4 Hellfire facility. Laser-guided, subsonic. Well, that would actually make sense to what Bob Blizzard was talking about. Because the other experts said, no, you weren't seeing UFOs. You were seeing a plasma particle being produced from the ground to the air, which sounds very much like some sort of laser guiding or defense system. So could it be a defense system over the bases there that shoots down? Maybe there's an S4 on all sides of Area 51. Maybe it's like a radar facility, air-to-air weapon. Could also be used as air-to-air weapon against helicopters, slow-moving, fixed-wing. I reckon it's gone past that stage though. Shoot down supersonic missiles, nuclear missiles. Stranger Things. Fire, family of missiles. It's got to be related, isn't it? Station 4 Hellfire facility. And those slabs there might be future development of where they're going to put it. Makes sense. If you had missiles, you'd want to put it on those concrete slabs. Missile trucks. Now we know Bob Lazar's story partly checks out, but this location is totally wrong to what he said. But it could explain where he got the information for S4 from. And now they've put it on the map here on a different location. Might actually mean Station 4 for radar tracking. Interesting theory, if we can prove it. Now let's see, H4 facility, let's try radar. It's going to be, why would they make it, non-top secret now though? Just show the Russians, to show the Russians that they're ahead of them and can defend radar godly heritage trucks. Where's the Hellfire? Let's see, radar. Wow, what's that? What's that place? Space Force Radar Station. Holy moly. Okay. Well, that's new. Let's have a look at that one. Like I said, if I don't stop, I'll keep on just looking at things, and eventually you're going to find some really good stuff. Very interested in hosting UFO Space Force Radar Station. So maybe it doesn't exist and it's actually a rendering. Okay. Isn't it the old facility they had with the radar domes on each side and it was automated missile system? It looks very similar to what we were looking at. RAF Flingdales can only detect objects up to 12,000 miles away. Well, the deep space, what's it say? Advanced radar cable would look much further into space. Plan to develop a global monitoring system So that S4 facility might be actually part of that. There you go. Australia, USA. That makes sense, doesn't it? Array of large radar dishes known as paradolic antenna, each 15 meters in diameter. Hey, those concrete slabs are 20. that makes total sense to put on radar domes at the top of a mountain, especially if they're raised up. Maybe it's the highest point they could get. So S4 might be looking not in all directions, it might be looking in one direction only, and maybe even upwards. Okay. New Zealand. Okay, spying on us. Here you go, you can get information only for hundreds of dollars. Nothing's free. Okay. Looks like a real thing. Now look, it's got buildings around the outside. That would account for the extra 5 meters. Normally they have portable ones like this, don't they? Maybe it is portable. So having a solid building like that, they might have something similar to what we're seeing here on trucks that go on those concrete slabs as well. What's this one? Radar station, another place. Where's that? Sounds Russian. Hint. So Vicky radar station. Interesting stuff, huh? Might have to look into it more another day. Russian Space Forces. So these are counterparts. Now, did they have a Space Force before USA or after? So they're doing exactly the same thing. Copycat. They started in 82. What's this one? Intermediate Range Nuclear Forces Treaty. So what happened there? We were eliminated. So they've constructed it. So it's a defunct place now? Is it defunct? Test operation started in 1999. So no, it looks like they're taking it back over. And the space race is on. Anyway, yeah, we're just trying to find out S4. I think we're going somewhere though, closer. So I haven't discounted Summers Bob's story. He may have seen it, maybe John Lear gave him the information, and just incorporated it into his story. And he knew there was a radar station there that would show up someday and validate his claim, right? I could see why people believe him. Okay, I think I'm done though. We're getting over 3 hours, is it? for radar facility. What else we got? What is the time anyway? Okay, I better go and get some dinner. I better wrap up now. May have to look more into this and see what I can find, and then bring it to the table. High frequency radio. Gotta stumble across something. Here we go. Mowbray S4 number 40 radar reflector. I don't know if that's related. Strange looking thing. $75 they want. What's it do? Looks like it's old electronics. Still kind of suggests it's related to radar. Radar direct. S4. Let's try station 4 there. Station 4 facility. You never know what will come up. Nevada. Try that. Fire and rescue. There you go. There's always something that can pop up. And that's where, what's his name lived? What's his name? Art Bell. Stations. Fire Rescue Station 4. Nevada's legacy nuclear propulsion facilities. I'm into something different here. Nuclear. And it's a square slab with round spheres. Could there be radar? But that looks like a 20 by 20 slab, isn't it? Maybe we're onto it now. Who knows? An archive photo of Nevada National Security Site. Test cell complex. Prepared for demo. Well, it looks like they're building up in the mountains now. Okay, so it could be radar, it could be nuclear related. That's what we're getting so far. Nothing to do with water guzzlers. Area 51. Oddly enough has come up. Agricultural. Okay, I gotta go. And look, you spend hours researching this sort of stuff. But at least you're seeing the sort of stuff I do live, and you just never know what you're going to stumble across, and it fits in with the puzzle. But yeah, maybe someone else can carry on researching there. Station 4, you never know what you're going to get. Maybe not even have Nevada there, but military or some other word. And what we got coming up here? Sometimes suggestions can bring up something you never ever thought about. New Zealand. Okay, so it's brought up New Zealand searches first, because I'm in New Zealand. Military bases in North Carolina. But is it called S4? Facilities. So when you hear facilities, though, it does sound military, doesn't it? Nuclear, radar, facilities. Anyway, I'll leave it there. As I could be too tired tomorrow to do another show. Although I should really leave it for the weekend if I can. But I need to do a test run with the new equipment. Anyway, I hopefully you found that interesting tonight, or bits and pieces of it. Hopefully people will skim. And I'll just say good night here. And I'll see you again in the future. I've got to probably spend the next 3-5 hours uploading it to alt media, probably, as if Google processes it. Yeah. And thanks for the guys that showed up on the side chat. Always makes you feel like you're not alone. Okay, ending. I need to go to the toilet anyway. 3 hours plus sitting here. I probably need to put some additional bookmarks in this one. Let's see how it'll go. Chapters, as they call it, so you can just jump to the different parts that we looked at. Good night, Blue Chicken. Good night. Who else showed up? Full on man. Who else? Mr. Flat Earther. Who else showed up after that? I think that's it, isn't it? Blue Chicken come and goes. We'll leave it there. He's going up to the radar dish. I wonder if that's station 4. New Zealand. There we go. Ended. Yay.